Welcome, precious souls. I was called to do this before I get back into some of my crafty stuff that I'm creating. Um, and I sat here and I asked my divine team, what is it you want me to say exactly? Because honestly, I didn't know. I just worked my way into the room and here I am. And they kept saying, what if it does work, though? What if it does? And I was kind of baffled. I'm like, what if what does work out? And they gave me the impression that I'm supposed to ask you, what if it does, though? And then I shuffled the cards and I split the deck to this, which is crossroads, right? Crossroads. So I feel like I'm talking to somebody. I feel like I'm talking to somebody who's at a crossroads. And every time that opportunity came around, you talked yourself out of it. Yeah. Your mind would come up with a million reasons why it's too difficult to do, why you might not be good enough, why it's a whole lot of investing a lot of work that would probably end up being nothing, blah, 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 the negatives, right? And that's what they're saying is, what if it does, though? If you never try, you will never know. And I just got the message, you may have tried something before and it didn't work out. But that's because divine timing, you weren't meant to, because since that time, you've accumulated wisdom, experience, knowledge. You've learned things through lessons. And they were giving you the tools to reach this point where, what if it does work, though? Okay, that's brilliant. I love it. I love when they make it, sometimes they just give me little tidbits and they won't tell me until I get into it. Yeah. When the time is right, the apple falls from the tree. It doesn't jump. So I feel like there was something, you had an idea, something you started or wanted to start, a big dream, a big idea, something that really moved you, and you tried it in the past, or you were going to try it, but you talked yourself out of it because the timing wasn't right. But there is something, my precious angel out there, that you have to share, and it's got to do with something that you started before or had an idea or an inspiration to do, and you are going to share it with so many. And what it's going to do is not only educate, teach from something that you learned. That's going to be your initial goal, is you want to express and share and exchange this information, this wisdom. But it's going to do something more. It's going to inspire so many others. It's like you're a leader in it. You become a leader in it. And the way you do it, I'm seeing and feeling the energy off of you when you do it is so intense that it pulls the attention of the people viewing, sharing, receiving this information, and it lights a fire under them. Yeah, they're showing me, my angels are showing me, you take a candle and you just hold it up, this candle of wisdom, this thing that you're sharing, this creation, and it lights this person's candle, and that person lights those two, and everybody's lighting their candles off it. Oh, goosebumpy. That feels pretty amazing. So I can see why I was called to do this before I get in my paints and get all mucky. Yeah, there's something you're going to do that feels like it's so ordinary to you. It's something that comes natural for you, and you're just like, oh. But it's extraordinary, made extraordinary, because the way you do it, the way you share it, the way you create it, it has this, it's like a golden light attached to it. It's going to help people come out of their shell. It's going to help people come out of their shell and heal. Okay? It's going to help people heal because they're going to come out of their shell and they're not going to feel so isolated. Because it's got something to do with, I think when you get started, it's going to branch off into something. You're going to be sharing a story of yours, and it's going to take you from confirmation coming out from these walls you've hidden behind. And you're just gonna take this like, well, what if it could work? And just do it just because like you don't know unless you try, right? Come on. And it's not failure if you at least try, and then it'll show you what you do or don't want to do, right? But this is big because you coming out from behind your icy walls of protection and feeling vulnerable and sharing this and then telling the story about how you came to be brave enough to share whatever this is going to have like this massive ripple effect, and it's everybody else is going to light their candle off of your beautiful, brilliant flame. Like I'm seeing like at first it's just a room, and then it's like a stadium full of candles lit, and then it just goes all over the earth. It's like I don't know, it's brilliant. Like the light is brilliant, and you are the spark that sparks it into everybody else. I see that what's standing in the way of this is your resistance a little bit to let go of something that no longer serves you. This could be a belief. This could very well, I'm getting it could even be a person or people that might be keeping your attention. When your attention is on people that might have done you wrong or hurt you, you are literally, just so you know, giving this creative energy to that person or that place or those people. So your spirit guides are saying, whenever you see your attention going there, reel it back in. And yes, that's where you're supposed to devote it to this craft, this creative idea, this thing that's so important. They're saying this is double benefit, more than double, but triple. They're counting quadruple. Okay. It's going to be the way that you remain focused to not give your energy to the things that have hurt you in the past. What that's going to do is oh my gosh, slow down, guys. All these gifts are going to rush in. What you just have to take the step, whether it's putting the pen to paper, whether it's getting your paintbrush out, just getting the work boots on, writing the story a little bit, journaling. There's something, just take the first step. They're saying it's going to take all of the energy and your beautiful, loving, creative flow energy away from giving it to all the people that have wronged you and the victim mentality. And it's going to keep your focus on something creative. This is what you are meant to do. Once you do that, once you get doing that, the flow is going to return. That was kind of blocked because these entities have been pulling on you, okay, and blocking your flow. Your gifts are not only going to return, they're going to be totally magnified. And what you're working on gets expanded to, what if I do this? What if I do this? What if this really works? And you're going to it's going to be oh my gosh, a perpetual change, guys. A perpetual, constant change, but not like the ugly, uncomfortable one, to the point where you forget that the times that you're looking back at what was lost or what's going on in the negative, it will be so depleted, you would almost have to force yourself to look at it, which you're not going to, okay? You're being urged. Somebody's tapping into your energy and they're stealing that energy for themselves. They don't deserve your attention right now. It's all about you. Yes, learning to love yourself. I love the cards that were pulled out. Learning to love yourself in all the ways you unconditionally gave and gave and gave and gave to everybody else. I want you to look at yourself, almost detach, and say, if that was some little child, how would I treat him or her? Well, I would say, here's some crayons. Let's have some fun and get their focus on something positive, right? You would give the little child a happy place to play. You would give such love and understanding. And when the child broke a crayon, you wouldn't be hard on that child. So don't be hard on you. Keep going. Every time you see a negative thought come in your mind, or what if it doesn't work, or say, no, sweetie, what if it does? What if everybody's going to love your colored crayon picture? What if everybody's excited? And take that leap of faith. Because as much as you would give to an innocent child That's recovering from what you're trying to let go of. That's your inner child. And he or she needs so much love and understanding and just acceptance. And if they want to have a little nap because they're cranky, let them have the little nap. If they want to do finger painting on the walls, that's okay. They wash. Do what makes you feel so good and your focus away from the things that used to hurt you. You are writing your future. There will be absolutely no stress regarding your future should you take this up, okay? Your concerns and your stress over what's in my future puts the attention on the future that isn't written yet. Right now is the moment. It's the moment you hold the most power. Give it back to yourself. Take back the power you gave to everybody else to make these choices for you. That would never going to have anything to do with your path. Only you know your path. That's why it's a leap of faith, baby. There will be others who say, what are you doing? You don't even have to explain to say, well, I'm doing what's best for me right now. Go play. I'm taking care of my inner child right now because my inner child has a direct connection to the powers that be that create worlds. And this is going to flow through you 24/7. This God energy, this creator energy, whether you're aware of it or not, it's flowing through you. Are you directing it at something negative or are you directing it at something positive? And if you're directing it at something creative, where'd that little card go? Goodness, I just had it. I thought, oh, maybe I'm just dreaming. Anyways, if you're directing it out of love toward creative things, you are going to create that kind of a world for yourself. Okay? It's all about planting the seeds. Maybe it could work out. What if it does? You won't know if you don't plant the seeds. You don't want to be 95 years old, going, what if that had worked out? Or, when you have, like, this is funny. Okay, excuse me. Throat chakra. Like, I can look back and say, I would hardly say anything, back in the day. Now I'm chatty. I used to shut up because people found my constant talking annoying. I had a lot of intelligent stuff to share, and I'm a very old soul. I've been around this wagon tons of times, okay? I've incarnated tons of times. Had they not shut me up, but instead listened, or had I had the courage and the confidence to say, well, if you don't like what I'm saying, leave, but I'm still going to say it. All of these things. So you'll never be as young as you are right now. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is the moment. This is the moment. Are you going to wait till tomorrow when you're a day older? How about a day after that? Are you going to have resentment towards yourself for not giving yourself that shot? No matter how old you are, today is the youngest you will ever be. And each and every person on this planet has a completely different perception, a perspective of everything from politics to favorite colors to favorite foods. Everybody has an opinion. Yours matters. We all have different truths. What's true to us based on our experiences, our knowledge and wisdom. We all have it. And if we all share it, that's how we learn. We lead with love and an expansive, open mind. And what you have to share might directly change how I view things. But if you're not sharing what you've got, your part doesn't get hurt. Everybody's like, well, if you don't vote, then you'd have no say in politics. I don't even follow politics. I know what that really is, okay? Politics is just something to separate us. It's not even, anyways, that's my own thing. However, if you don't speak up, then how are you going to have a say? If you don't speak up, how is anybody going to value that magic inside of you that we all have? No one can see your magic if you sit there like a mouse. Silence is deafening, isn't it? Everybody has something to share. Yeah. Quit looking at the negative things in life because you don't want to manifest that. That's why we're going to focus on whatever beautiful thing you can create right now. I'm telling you, there is stuff I've learned even in the last year that I had no idea blew me right away. I didn't know that even if somebody's meant for you as a partner, once you set healthy boundaries and actually let them go, sometimes that's what the catalyst is to make them heal and come back better for you. There's so many things I didn't know. And if I sat here and had a closed mind and said, this is the way I view it, so this is the way it's always going to be, I would never learn anything. But my brain's like a big old sponge. I love to see new things. I love to learn new things. And you've got something that I want to see and learn. I know you do, because no one does it like you. So why should the rest of us do without your beautiful magic? It's definitely time to get rid of this false mask that we all have worn and start being authentically ourselves, because it's the only way that we are all going to heal. We're all going to get the information we need. We're all going to get the little tricks that helped us along the way on how to get past these bumps, and we're all on the same page and we're all understanding the same things, and then we make decisions based on the most wisdom and knowledge and experience we could possibly have, okay? The old world is crumbling. The days of people dictating this is good and this is bad, dark and light, black and white. No, you are that beautiful, happy middle ground, and so are all of us. Let's look at all in between the lines. We might not be just this and this. What if we don't want to vote for only the selected politicians? What if I want to vote for you because you've got an amazing open mind? How come you're not there? I want to hear it all, see it all, and the only way we're going to do that is if we all share our stories, our perception, and not attack each other just because we're different, but go, that's an interesting take. I wonder what experiences that person went through that are different than mine that might have led them to see it that way. Maybe I'm not seeing it the way in such a broad spectrum that I could be. Yeah, put your heart and soul into something, integrate it with your God-given gifts, okay? And put them out there. This is the secret to your happiness, your fulfillment, your abundance. It's truly aligning, using your mind as a tool only to envision how incredible this can be. What if this does work? And then align it with your heart's desire. This is why you've had that calling. Don't just sit where you are because it's cushy, okay? Because that's crumbling. And you need to get on this bandwagon because it's good for you. Who cares about what everybody else wants right now, okay? You've done enough of caretaking of the world. Use that creative energy source inside you and focus it where you want. Do you want more negative? Heck no. They don't deserve your energy. Where do you want it? Aim it. Okay? Aim that beam of beautiful, totally powerful, incredible light toward exactly what you have the talents to do, and watch how it expands. Oh my gosh. Okay, hopefully this video doesn't cut off. I'm going to try to get us a positive card for the day. Okay, guys, before I go get messy. I like getting messy. All right. Higher self, please give us a nice, happy, positive thought for the day. Something to focus on while you're working on what you want. That's how we keep our brain, we babysitting our brain. Brain looks over there at the negative. Nope. Do this instead. Oh, but what about the, nope, we'll do this instead. Keep focusing. That's transmuting dark negative energies, is putting it into a craft. You're taking all that gook and you're allowing it to come out in a positive way. Excuse me. Okay, I talk a lot. All right. Seeking approval of others hinders my joy. Hello. What did I just say? Can you see that? Please tell me you could see that. All right, I'm going to try to read this. I need a little more light here. If the way you feel depends on anything outside of you, you're in trouble. But if you depend only upon your connection with your own inner being, then everything in your experience falls into alignment. Guys, I can't make that up. You watched me shuffle that. It only matters with how you feel on the inside about yourself, because that is what creates the perception that people are going to see from out there, okay? If you feel icky inside, if you feel low inside, people are going to keep treating you that way because that's how you view yourself. This is not magic. This is a universal law. It's everywhere. It is runs through all of us. That is one of the tricks, guys. Force yourself to be, wow, I'm glad I picked up my crayons. Look, I stayed in the lines and I really like how I invented that color. Whatever it is, be impressed because you have universal energy running through you 24/7. Don't waste it. Don't waste it. Put it to the use that's going to make you feel so good that you are just so glad you took that first step. I believe in you. I'm wishing you so much love and light. And if you get called to have a personal reading, I'm here, guys. I gave up I cleared my schedule. Anybody, okay? Just email paintingsbycatherine@gmail.com. I'm here for you. We are in this together. We are in this together, and this is fun. It's fun, guys.